Hi guys, my name is Gianna. I grew up in Chicago, but moved to Orland when I was 6 years old and spent 75% of my life there in Orland, right near the mall. I currently reside in the Frankfort/Matson border. It's unincorporated Cook County. And a significant detail about where I live now is there's a running trail near me, and I like to run. That's the only thing I could think of. I went to high school at Carl Sandburg High School in Orland. I graduated in 3 years instead of the traditional 4. So I graduated 2015 instead of 2016. In the fall of 2015, I started right away at Moraine Valley for general education courses. I didn't really know what I wanted to do at the time. I was very into psychology. I took almost like every psychology class that Moraine had offered, and I even looked into an internship with the FBI. If there are any of you guys like Criminal Minds or like profiling, that type of stuff, I was really into that, and the FBI has a program in their like psychology unit for profiling, and I was really tempted to do that. Like I printed out the applications and everything, but it was very prestige because it was obviously the FBI, and I was young and I didn't know what I was getting into. And I changed my major to nursing, and now I'm here at Northwestern, almost done, 5 months away, finished December 5th, 2020. Woo, excited. What's next? Oh, careers. So my first job ever was McDonald's at the age of 16. I worked there for 3 years, the one on LaGrange in Orland. I built up to be a crew trainer. I knew all the positions. And our owner, he owned 2 different McDonald's, the one on LaGrange and then the one on 159th in Harlem. And I trained anyone that entered our store and their store as well. Like, they came to our store, I trained them, and then we sent them over there. I don't know, they just wanted me to train them. Now, currently, I've been at Advocate Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn for the past 3 years in the patient transport department. My dream job, my dream career, which I guess is the one I've been studying my butt off for, is nursing. Yeah, I don't know when I finish. I mean, I finish in December, but I don't know what area of nursing I want to go into. Maybe ICU, I was thinking. I'm not too sure yet, but I do know eventually I want my master's in teaching. Throughout the years, even in high school, middle school, and the teachers that I've experienced here, like, there's some good ones and there's some bad ones, but the good ones, they really want to push out the next generation of like good nurses, and it's like I see them standing out there talking, and I kind of want to do that too. So I think I want to do my master's in teaching. It'd be fun, I think. Not as like full-time, because a lot of the teachers here are adjuncts, but maybe, as a side thing, retire as a teacher as well. A story you guys wouldn't know about me. I have 3 siblings. My oldest brother, he's 42. I'm 22. We're 20 years apart. My sister Vanessa, she is 29. And then there's me. And then my younger brother, he and I are 14 months apart. He is 21. I have my father. He's 60. And my mother, who passed last October, she was also 60, so she saw her 60th birthday and then passed shortly after that. I have 5 nieces and nephews who I love from my 2 older siblings, and I think that's it for the brief story about myself. What type of music do I like? This was my favorite question. I like all genres, like literally all genres. My top is like hip hop, R&B, and rap, but honestly, just depending on the week or the day, like last week I was really onto like Ellen John, and then the week before that I was really into Queen, Beatles. My dad grew up listening to like Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd, so I listened to that as well. I like Elvis, Frank Sinatra. Oh, when I study, I listen to Frank Sinatra. He calms me, so I listen to him. But yeah, I listen to a lot of different genres. Music is honestly so clearing. It clears my head. Next question. Hidden talent. And I know you wrote, Professor Robin, on don't say none, but honestly I feel like I have none. But the only thing that I could think of would be hair, makeup. I know the past couple years, because I've been in nursing school and because I work at a hospital, I haven't been doing much like makeup or doing my hair as much, but I know growing up, like I always got compliments on my hair, I always got compliments on my makeup. Many people have asked me like, oh, you do my prom makeup, oh, you do my makeup for this event. I did my one friend's makeup for a wedding, did my sister's makeup for a wedding. I know I'm not looking wonderful right now, but I promise it's a hidden talent, or at least I think it is. Oh, number 9. What is good communication skills in my definition? For me, I feel like good communication has like different elements to it. So you have listening, being a active listener, like, and then the nonverbal communication, so your eye contact, gestures, facial gestures, and then like being engaging, like actually listening to the person, and then thinking of like a thoughtful response, I would think is like part of good communication, like from the other end, like being listening and then thinking of a response. I know this generation is so quick to just like answer things and not put any thought into them. But yeah, I think if you're having an engaging and good conversation with someone, that you're actually thinking about the thoughts that are coming out of your mouth. Communication in my personal career. So my career would be healthcare or nursing. Communication is super important in the healthcare field. It does slip through the cracks, which when it does, this could be detrimental for the patients. This could be detrimental for like nurses and doctors, because it could affect your job. Like if you mishear something or miswrite something, because so there's the written communication, something was ordered incorrectly and then you give it to the patient, you could hurt them or kill them, or yeah, so that's your career on the line. In nursing, we actually have this communication tool called SBAR. So it stands for Situation, Background, Assessment, Recommendation. So say when you call up the doctor to just like tell them what's going on, so you give them the situation, tell them the background of the patient, so like any of the history on the patient, your assessment, like what you've been looking at the patient, what you see is wrong, and then recommendation, like, oh, I recommend a CAT scan, or like I recommend that we put them on these meds, blah 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 blah. And many nurses and people use this tool all day. They might not literally write it out, but as nurses, like you're just so used to talking throughout the day and like talking to other nurses, you're using SBAR, you're using this communication tool to help others learn and get the knowledge that they need to do their job. And then number 11, I picked embarrassing communication for me, or most embarrassing for me, which I think is my nonverbal communication, because of my hand gestures. I'm Italian and I'm Puerto Rican, so I talk a lot with my hands and my eyes. My eyes are a problem. I feel like I move them way too much. I roll them a lot, even when I don't realize that I'm rolling them. Like I've had multiple times where someone told me like, oh, you just rolled your eyes at me. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like I don't even notice it sometimes. That's just how bad it is. Or sometimes I look at the ceiling. Maybe I'm nervous, so I look up. We'll see when I edit this video or look back at it later. Maybe I looked up at the ceiling because I was nervous. So that's where I find it, I guess, most embarrassing, or I don't know, I need to gain control over my facial expressions, my eye contact, and my hands, how I talk. But yeah, that's me. Thanks for listening.